Yeah.
That we're
The
aware
Aquila
of.
and the Bee chick. That
Yeah.
was her. And she was rendering a selection during the movie. And we're going to take a sermonic pause at this point and allow Guns to be able to share our praise and worship selection.
Really? We are not. Wait, before we do that, I remember the order of the service.
Mm-hmm.
You for real?
Yeah, of course.
Who's going to do your part?
I'm going to do my part.
Oh.
Okay, your part.
How that's going to work out?
You going to see.
That's what I'm afraid of. Afraid of what you're going to show me. I know I'm going to see. I'm afraid of what you're going to show me.
You're going to learn today.
That's the problem. We're learning on the fly. But
And I will do the benediction. Amen.
No, you're supposed to bring the preach word. The word.
All right, well,
She
after
like
the
skipped,
word.
She skipped all the way
After
today.
the word, you will bring the benediction.
I was like, wait.
All mind. Was it all minds clear? Was it?
All hearts and minds clear.
Okay.
Amen.
Yeah.
Be saying a child saved, a soul saved, plus a life.
Who?
I don't know that
I
one.
don't know that one either.
A child, we used to say that after Sunday school.
Say what?
A child saved is a soul saved plus a life.
A child saved is a soul saved
plus a life.
What's the plus a life? What, the kid
You
pregnant?
said their life.
Yes.
No, you said their soul and their life. You changed their life. Raise up. It comes from raise up a child in the way that they should go. Right.
And when they get old, they will not depart.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So when we had, and Sunday school was really for the little kids. That's really where they got their education
Yes.
from. And they were always the last one to go for a Sunday school review. You know, at the end where you talk about what everybody learned.
Yes.
And they would say a child saved. That means, you know, they've taught
Salvation,
them,
right? Admit,
Means
believe,
their soul
confess.
is saved.
Therefore, I enter into
Right. Their soul is
my name is
saved.
written on the Lamb's Book of Life.
Plus their life. So the life that they would have lived as a Christian is
Oh.
different from the life that they would live.
As a sinner.
Yes, without
yes.
having the knowledge or wisdom that
Oh, okay.
has been instilled in them in that
Yes.
morning.
So now
A
they get
child
the
saved is a
soul saved is a life saved. Okay.
Absolutely. So
It is.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
that was our Sunday school benediction.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
So what happened to you?
I just memorized it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, yeah. Because that's what people do.
No.
They'll just memorize the stuff. They ain't living by it and nothing else.
Well, don't even
And-
understand it. But
Yeah.
I literally understood. I mean, we were taught. I grew up in a Christian household, so my mother was a preacher, still preaches the gospel, and my father was a drill sergeant. So I tell everybody I grew up in heaven and hell at the same time.
All righty.
But my father, you know, both of them being in the church, grandmother, great grandmother, all of the people that were around me of parental influence were all not just church goers, but they did the same thing in the house that we did.
They were doers of the
they were
word.
doers,
Amen.
Absolutely. So
Okay.
I was that kid running around the playground in a long skirt because
All
they
righty
didn't
then.
believe in wearing no pants and shorts. And
All righty.
I was at PE class trying to play kickball in some culottes
Well.
that my mama sewed.
Oh, have mercy.
Yes. Ooh, yes.
Did you have a dolly on too?
No, I didn't have to wear a doily.
Okay.
You had the
Do
plaid
that.
ones?
Did I have plaid what?
The plaid
Culottes?
culottes.
No, mine were navy blue, and
Oh,
I had a
yes.
khaki pair.
Oh, yes.
Navy blue and khaki and it had to be polyester. It was such a hot material.
Yes.
It was not meant for educational recreation. You can catch a little.
But my white suit was.
You wore a white suit to school
Yes.
for
I wear it
what
to-
grade?
What,
When I was.
what occasion?
When I was 6 years old. 6 years old, I wear it on Sunday morning and then wear it to school on Monday.
Oh.
But my parents got upset because after church on Sunday, I had somebody challenge to me that they were faster than me.
Oh,
So we
Lord,
had to
we know how
run
that story
around the church. And when I came around that last corner, obviously I'm in first place, but I ended up sliding in the grass.
I
Yeah.
just felt
In
that
my
whooping
white
for you.
suit
Yeah.
and grass stains and dirt and everything. And I wasn't hurt or anything, but I knew what was going to come.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially since I got the precursor before church.
Well.
Not to run and not to
Right.
fool around and,
And
you're wearing
not to
all
get
white. Don't
dirty in
get
that suit.
dirty. Exactly. But yeah, it didn't turn out
I just
that
even
way.
when you were telling the story, I know your mom, and I felt that
Yeah, it
deep in my
just
shanana.
Yes.
That was not
didn't
an
work
ordinary
out too
whooping.
well.
Yes.
Yeah.
With or without leaves. With or
without,
beads.
without,
Yes.
without. That was back
Sting
in
there
the
for
day.
you. Yes, sir.
And you had to go pick it out yourself.
Yes,
and don't
amen.
come back with no little one
Oh,
either.
no,
it got to
no.
be a certain size.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We were in a country where they had it would, like you would hear
Yes,
it.
it would make noise when it came.
You knew it was
near
coming.
that body.
And it would get a little hook and wrap around you right when they pulled it back.
Yes.
I was like, I used to be like, Mama, let me pray. Please let me pray. She's like, had you been praying before, you wouldn't be in this predicament now.
Be like, too
Let me
late.
pray. And literally, I would call on Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Jesus, Jesus,
Yes,
Jesus.
sir.
When she was whooping.
Really?
Yes, sir. Oh, yes.
yes.
She must have
I
knew
was
my father.
Sanctified.
What? And
When I got a
filled
whooping.
with the Holy Ghost.
After
Crying
I-
out to
Speaking in
Jesus.
And
tongues.
sparing not.
What?
Cry loud and spare
What?
not.
Wow.
I literally used
Okay.
to. And my mom to this, now it's funny. It was not funny then. Like I would just hop from one foot to the other. Once I got older, you had to catch me for a whooping.
Oh, no.
Like
no.
you
Long
had
as-
to catch me.
No.
I'd hit that front door and take off down the street.
No.
Like-
My father-
the
As if
house
you like
was on
never gonna
fire.
come back. It's like you got
Yeah.
come
My,
back
my
sometime.
father didn't play that. Long as you live, you better not run from me. I was raised
And
by
that's
my
why
father.
God gave me the
As long as
daddy I
you-
had.
Oh,
so.
No,
there's
well-
no running.
No, long as you live, you
Okay.
better not run from me.
Oh.
You didn't even think about it.
Really?
He was not a switch man.
He was a
He
belt.
was the Beltway.
The
Yes.
Beltway.
Beltway.
He
So
was
my daddy
of the
did not
Beltway.
play.
Our belt was called the ladder belt.
We didn't have a name. We just
Ours was
Yeah.
the red. It was a red ladder belt.
Oh,
And we
okay.
called it the ladder belt because when you got hit with it, it looked like ladders
yes,
because it had little red.
the infamous
Oh.
whelps
Yeah.
that they would leave.
It'd be the ladder
Yeah.
belt.
My father had a brown leather belt. Well, dark, maybe black, with those holes. It was basically one
Yeah.
of his belts. And he would just beat you. What did he say? Beat you to know not one.
Beat you to know not one.
Beat you to know not one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How many siblings did you have?
I'm the 10th of 10 children.
No wonder
No
he
way.
beat you to know
Yeah,
not
10th
one.
of
How
10
you
children.
gonna have 10?
Well, they didn't all live.
Oh, okay.
So 4 survived, and I'm the
sorry.
youngest of the 4.
Okay. But they
So-
worked at it.
Okay.
Kudos.
You know, my dad is just beat you to know not one.
Okay.
And he did. He was mother and father. And so,
I got a threat
You
like
know.
that from my parents.
no, we didn't have threats.
But the threat was given to me before school because allegedly I had done something inappropriate,
Okay.
but the jury had not yet deliberated on the facts of the case.
Apparently, you didn't get a fair
When
trial.
and that's part of where the questioning came in.
Well, at least he had a
Because
trial.
I was like, how you gonna be judge, jury, and executioner?
Who was you
I
talking to?
want my father.
What?
I want my day in court.
Oh, no, not ever.
And he said that when you come home from school, you will have your day in court. So he said it in such a way where fear and trembling sort of
course.
came up on the inside of me. So
Pete a little bit.
I decided not
Well,
to come home from school.
oh, you both.
I went to my best friend's house because
And?
that's what best friends do. At least so that I thought.
So-
you know,
so-
I'm 7, 8 years old.
Okay, so
my
what-
best
what had
friend
happened was what?
is supposed to take care of me.
So what happened was what?
The best friend's mama
Of course.
called my house.
Of course, you know back in
Talking
the day.
about they not supposed to do that. That like broke the code.
What could
No.
separate you from a
What?
Not even
I
a best
was
friend.
living there at my best friend's house for the rest of my life.
Village.
In your mind.
I
It takes
had
a village.
made that up in my mind, but they betrayed me,
Of course, it takes a village.
and they called the popo.
before you can get
My
home.
daddy.
Snitches.
Right.
Yes, so they came and picked me up,
Of course they did.
and they were real nice.
Yes,
When
at
they
that
picked
time.
me up.
At that time.
And they smiled and they were very cordial. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe they forgot. You
Oh,
know, I was
no,
like,
no.
this could work out to
No.
my good.
No, our
I'm
parents
like,
did
what's
not
for
forget.
dinner
To your
type
good
thing.
grief. No.
And then got home and he said, feel free to go to the basement.
Well,
I'm like,
Feel free.
yeah, I was like, so what's in the basement? And he said, clothing is optional.
oh wow.
And talk about being butt naked.
Well,
everything. And then he came down, and every step he took, it was like a rumbling in my ears.
Yes, fear and trembling.
Yes, and then I woke up the next day,
Yes.
not sure what happened in the
knocked
past
out.
24
You were
hours.
knocked out in the spirit, amen.
But from that point forward,
Yes, sir.
they ain't have no issues out of me.
All righty then.
That's right.
My
I was
father,
the perfect child.
My father was the judge. There was no court. There was
No
no one
jury.
else involved. The judge.
But you know, the judge doesn't actually carry out
The sentence.
the sentencing. He just says, you guilty, and this is what you're going to get.
This is your sentence.
Okay, so
Right.
again, my father was the judge.
and the executioner.
He said, "You're not guilty." He said, "I'm gonna take this belt and I'm gonna beat you to no not one." That's it, and that's what he did. So it was no. My dad didn't threaten. He didn't. When you come, no. When the
all
act
know
was
the right
committed,
That's
in his eyes,
That's when penance was due.
right?
You had to-
He just got you right there. What? No,
Yeah.
he didn't play that. When you get home tomorrow, my dad was immediate.
Oh.
right there.
That immediate
My
consequence.
parents, they wanted to make sure that, the regulatory people didn't get involved in the situation, so they wanted me to go to school without any evidence of wrongdoing. And they needed healing time for me.
So you got
for
beat
the
on a
bruising,
Friday, so they'd be ready for a
exactly. So they had to time it out appropriately to make sure that DSS and other folk weren't brought into the picture.
A different time frame.
Oh, okay.
When my
Okay.
father was the judge, nobody
Question.
Questioned it,
or
'cause-
nobody
Who's the final
questioned
authority?
the judge.
Okay.
Right.
As children, we were scared.
or made
We stayed scared
accusations.
the entire life. So what they said, they meant.
And what they meant, they
what
said.
they meant, they said.
And look at what our children are like today.
Yes.
We miss.
Stellar
they need to
people.
bring
Amen.
back the good
Amen.
old-fashioned days of butt whooping
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
in order to get our youth shaped up.
Yes.
Yes, back in alignment.
Yes. Yes.
They need adjustments.
Yes, they do.
When we moved to the
Primarily
U.S.,
of
my
attitude.
dad, like, our punishment literally would be physical fitness. Like, I would get a whooping
Okay.
from my mom, but planks, push-ups,
Okay.
and anything you wanted
So he
in
did
our
PT.
family. Anything.
Okay.
Oh, what? White glove treatment, like clean, spotless, bunk, rack, latrine.
So what branch were you involved
Army.
in? Army. All
Army.
righty then.
So definitely, he spent 30 years in it.
Okay.
And it is a clean-cut reflection. We would go out to eat, and it would be mandatory that we would clean our table.
Right.
When the bus boys came,
Right.
all
They
they,
didn't
had
have
to
to
do
do
was
pick
walk
it
up.
up.
They,
That's
the
right.
trash was collected
Yes.
together.
Pick
the
it up.
silverware was somewhere. Some of everything. I remember we did that one time. My dad put the tip down, and I was the last one out. I picked the money up 'cause I was like,
You did the work?
I did the work,
Why
right.
you leaving that? Like, ooh. Came on back, and I got in trouble, of course, because as soon as I got in the car, I was like, "Can we go to the store?"
Told on
where did you
herself.
get the money
did.
from?
Told on yourself.
Straight way. Like, what we going to the store for? Because I want to buy something. With what money? I got some money.
The same
Look at
dollar
me.
bills.
Exactly.
Wait, can I tell you, we still in the parking lot at the restaurant.
Oh, my goodness.
Ain't even drive off yet. Because I had to make sure that as soon as we got in the car, I was going to the store. So I could spend the money I found on the table. Because it fell out
That's
of
right.
something.
That's
but I
right.
don't
You
know.
found it.
I did.
Yeah, with the T.
Exactly.
Found.
I
Look
found it.
at God.
I found it next
That's
to
right.
the
There
place
was a
I had
need.
cleaned up.
Well,
And the Lord supplied that need.
yes, he did.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
he did not bring a deliverer from that butt whooping. There was no deliverance for me that day at all. I've learned well, and I tip well.
Talk to us about your show, the objective of the show.
To impart wisdom, or not so much wisdom, but the different nuggets that I have gained over my many years. So many different people have influenced me. Miles Monroe, Dr. Miles Monroe, and Dr. Martin Luther King, and just so many influential
Smith.
people. Oh, yes, and currently Dr. Ernest Smith at WDRB Media.
Phenomenal man.
Yes,
I met
he
him.
is, yes.
Yeah, a time or two.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
look so
He's-
much like him.
People have
us,
said that
Lord.
before.
Yes.
But, I'm
Help
just
us
in awe
all.
of his majesty and his
Tell yourself
power
what you
and
need to hear. Preach to
authority.
yourself.
So, but yes.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Go ahead and turn to hymn number 574. Go ahead to hymn 574. Amen.
And amen.
Amen and amen again.
And as we go forth in song, we will be passing the collection plate. Brother Deacon Man in the back.
Or you can give online. Online giving.
And
Online
don't
giving,
ball
yes,
up
yes.
your ones. It's still gonna be
Exactly. It is.
Don't
Ball it
Pay
up.
your money.
Right, whatever it's so right. You gave
Yes.
it from the heart. Whether
Amen.
It's $1, if it's $1, it's still gonna be $1.
Amen. But we
That's
do
right.
need at least $50 in this offering.
That's right.
Okay.
And
We're gonna have $100 line.
Lock
I
the
feel
doors.
somewhere
Yes.
in the
because
room.
we can't leave
Somebody
until the $50
is
is
being
raised.
led to
Right.
give $100.
That's right.
And then, the
Please
people in the back
stand.
going to count the money. And if it
Exactly.
is not
They're gonna
the
come back
amount
out.
that we're coming for, then you need to do a special offering.
Offering.
Special.
Yes. And this is where
Now, we
the
don't have that at
children
my church, though.
Can participate in.
Yes, we do have the
Yeah.
children's story, and then they take up a offering in their small baskets. Yes.
And for all of you that don't want to give an offering, please go visit the bake sale in the back. They got scratch offs for $20. You buy a scratch off, but you won't give an offering.
Exactly.
They'll give $1.
Look, and then the $20
And-
scratch off, but you give it to them face down. Once you get the money, you flip it over and realize it was already scratched off.
It's recycled.
It is.
And don't
This
put
is a
the
reflection
gum
of the blessing you could
in
have.
the
Well,
don't put the gum in the dollar bill because you couldn't bring the gum into the church.
Oh, that's a
No,
shame.
So
don't
they
do
put the
that.
gum in the dollar bill, ball it up, and then offering time they put it back in the offering.
all righty.
Yeah. So, things not to do, not
At
to
church.
do
With your offering.
exactly. And
a
your
good
show
steward.
airs.
Class in session Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Wonderful.
Family, be sure to tune in.
What happened?
Nothing. It
Why you
was
stop?
a Selah moment.
Oh,
So people can pause. They had that in the Bible, so I figured I'd incorporate that into the show.
but you have
Selah.
to say Selah.
That was
Really?
Paul, not Paul's. Paul and Silas. Paul's was not in the Bible. Now,
was not a disciple.
Paul's was, if Paul's was going somewhere, it would be a pause in the Bible. But it is Paul and Silas. Maybe you're trying to connect them
not
together.
cerebral palsy.
No,
that's
cerebral and
different.
palsy were not.
Okay.
There's some.
Well, they
go
did
somewhere,
have
or there's
something
a-
called
Exactly.
leprosy. It wasn't cerebral palsy; it was leprosy.
Leprosy, okay.
Yeah,
But Jesus
Scandalous.
can heal them from it all
Yes, he can.
because He is the
And
manufacturer,
yes, he will.
and He can deliver and He can heal.
Yes, he will.
And He can be that doctor
Yes, he
in the
will.
hospital room and that surgeon
What?
in the surgeon room. And even if you get into trouble because
Well,
you got to the hospital because you shot somebody, guess what?
You
In
will.
the courtroom,
What?
He can be the judge, the lawyer, even the jury. He is all things to all people,
Amen.
such that we might win some.
Well,
You heard it here, family, on the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media, the voice
of the community.
So everything. He's so everything. I didn't stop saying what. I didn't need
Cerebral palsy.
commentary.